Thank you. Well, we are all grateful and honored for the opportunity and for the good fortune that have brought us all here this evening on this suspicious occasion. When a kid first picks up a guitar or a drumstick, it's not really to be famous. It's because that kid wants to fit in somewhere, and he wants to be accepted, and he wants to be understood even. And so I like to think of this award as something that is acknowledging us not for being famous, but for doing the work. And I appreciate all the work that all these guys behind me have done. I want to thank Irving Azoff, without whom we wouldn't be here today.
Well, we might still be here. We wouldn't have made as much money.
Right. As I've said before, he may be Satan, but he's our Satan. I want to thank Bill Simzik, who's here this evening, our producer. I want to thank Glenn Johns. Hell, I'll even thank David Geffen. It's been a good trip, and we appreciate it. Last but not least, I want to thank my family, my mother and my father, for believing in me early on and getting me that drum set and letting me play it in the house. And I want to thank my wonderful wife for being patient and kind and loving and understanding. Thank you all.
I'd like to thank who's ever responsible for my induction into this Hall of Fame. And on a brief personal note, I'd like to say that I was not in the trenches with this particular band. And so I'd like to thank my predecessor, Randy Meisner, for being there and paving the way for my being here tonight with him beside me and the rest of these guys. I'm very honored. Thank you very much.
Hi, my name is Bernie Ledden, and I'm really honored to be here tonight. Thank you. Really proud that I've lived long enough to be indicted. And I'd like to thank everybody in the grand jury who voted for me, and also thanks to my family. Appreciate it.
That's it, Daniels. Well, I just like to say I'm very honored to be here tonight, and thank you, Timmy. And it's just great playing with the guys again, and I'd like to thank also my mother and father very much for supporting me during those years, and thank you.
Hey, how you doing? Briefly, I would like to thank Don and Glenn for writing those songs. Thank you, guys. Makes my job real easy. Thank you.
Charming outfit, Joe. And I'd like to thank my wife, Susan, who put up with me for 26 years while we did this. Thank you.
Obviously, what's going on tonight is a lot bigger than any of the individuals on stage. And a lot has been talked about and speculated about over the last 27 years about whether or not we got along. We got along fine. We just disagreed a lot. Tell me one worthwhile relationship that has not had peaks and valleys. That's really what we're talking about here. And you cannot play music with people for very long if you don't genuinely like them. And I guarantee you that over the 9 years that the Eagles were together during the 70s, over the 3 years that we were together during our reunion, the best of times ranked in the 95 percentile. The worst of times ranked in a very small percentile that obviously everybody but the 7 of us have dwelt on for a long, long time. Get over it. On behalf of all the Eagles, On behalf of all the people, we're so lucky to be enshrined with the people that we admire. You honor us, therefore you honor yourselves. Thank you.